Hello, beautiful, blessed people. I'm going to share from head to toe how the fast has improved my body. First, I'm going to start off with just from head to toe. I'm going to start off with my hair. Someone had asked the question if you would lose your hair doing a fast. That's what she heard. I was losing my hair. I had bald spots here, like shiny bald spots here and here and here. And I'll share the story behind that another time. But since this fast, the hair has grown back. I can't even say whether or not the fast is what caused it because it was starting to grow back before, but I can tell you that since the fast, it's very thick. The edges of my hair, for sure, have hair. I can show you that. In relations to my skin, overall, I've had 4 kids, and I didn't, to be honest, I didn't have stretch marks on my stomach until I had my last child. I had one major one, and now that I mentioned that, I talk about that, it's gone. My eyes, there was brown nodules on my eyes. In like, I can tell you right here, right there, there. You can actually kind of see how brown it really is still. There used to be major, like it was almost like someone took chocolate and just dropped a couple drops of chocolate on my eyes. Well, those have healed, as you can see. But it made me feel so insecure that I didn't want to take pictures. And to be honest, it was so dark that it looked like my eyes were crossed. Like the brown of my eyes extended to the side. That's how dark it was. What else? I still have a bit of stretch marks on my behind, but I have my stretch marks on my behind since I was a teenager. Like when you go through this growth spurt when you're a teen, that's when I got those. So they're there, but I've lost a lot of weight. My skin is not sagging, but those are actually not as dark as they were, thank God. So let's see how that goes. I continue to heal as I continue to live a fasted life. When I was younger, I had asthma, and that should tell you that I don't have it anymore. Since the fast, I noticed that the asthma is gone. I also had, what else? Besides the asthma, what did I have? Oh, anemia. During my third child's delivery, I almost bled to death. There was like 4 doctors hovered around my front area when I was delivering her, and they were telling me that it was going to be okay. And I'm like, I don't think so. I have had 2 children before this. I've never had 4 doctors and 5 nurses in the room. So I had anemia. My periods were always very heavy, and I was always exhausted, tired. Someone's on the ducks are laughing. That's not like that. It's not how it is anymore. My skin, my hands are warm. I can tolerate cold weather. My menstruation is regular. I don't bleed out. Like I don't have excessive bleeding. It's great. People who have studied fasting and doctors who haven't sold out to whoever you just sell out to will testify that fasting heals the body. It's a process that that God has already put in place for us to heal. That's why He tells us in His Word to fast and pray. In relations to God's idea of beauty, the way a woman should carry themselves, I also fasted for a couple of reasons. One, I was gluttonous. I used to eat when I wasn't hungry because I was raised that way. I was raised to eat what I was given, and my parents used to fill my plate. And then I had a major experience when I was like 4 that initiated this idea that I eat when I'm upset. And I passed that on to my girls. So a lot of times, and I think that's like a lot of people are that way, and we're kind of, as a society, taught that when you're upset, you grab a bar of something, grab a drink of something. When really, if we were taught that pain happens and that we can endure, that Yeshua would carry us through, a lot of people would not be on pills, and a lot of people would not be upset. My fast also helped me with my anger. During my fast, there's a lot of attacks during my fast. People didn't want me to fast. This is before I realized there was witchcraft in my family line. And I realized that certain things triggered anger in me. I knew before that, but there were certain things specifically that when you're fasting, your flesh can't respond the way that it should to a lot of things. Fasting helps deal with anger and with fear. So I was able to compose myself and conduct myself the way that God intended. So keep that in mind when you decide to do a fast. One other thing I think is important to share about my 40-day fast. When I initiated this fast, the warfare started to get intense because my discernment increased immensely. And the reason why I'm sharing that in this beauty channel is because once the warfare began, I didn't expect it. And I think it caused me to break out. And the reason why I say that is because in the physical, scientifically speaking, stress can sometimes promote or encourage acne. And I had breakouts here and here, which are clear indications of stress. It's like certain different parts of your body, when you have acne there, tell you what is going on with you. So I had to learn how to deal with the stressors of the spiritual warfare that I've been under. And so now I've dealt with that, and now I have to heal. Because not only was I under like spiritual warfare and it was causing acne, but because of that, I was pacifying myself. And I think I can share this in another video. I was eating chocolate. I'm not supposed to be eating sugar at all. Occasionally I've had like, you know, natural like raisins, which is great, but like I'm talking about chocolate bars. I had to learn through my fast to deal with the attacks that come with fasting, because the enemy sends his minions, and that's what happens when you're fasting, because they know, spiritually speaking, what that will do for you. All right. So that's my rundown of how my 40-day fast impacted me physically. I hope that encourages you. And remember, you are blessed. I love you. God loves you too. And remember, there's no life that's a mistake. You are made marvelously. Until next time, love you.